Americans are strange. They make weird thick pancakes and they serve them with maple syrup or butter, or both. That's not a real pancake. The only proper pancake can be found in Sweden. I'm the Swedish Kock, and today I'm gonna show you how to make Swedish pancakes. Or possibly plättar, depending on where in Sweden you live. Pancake batter always has the same ingredients, even if some people use different proportions. To serve around 4 people, you need 2.5 deciliters of wheat flour, or a bit over 1 cup for the metrically challenged people out there. Half a teaspoon of salt. I actually don't really like sweet pancakes, so I usually have a little bit more. 6 deciliters of milk, or a bit over 2.5 cups, and it should ideally be a pretty fatty milk. Some people say that the pancakes will burn or stick if you use low-fat milk. That is incorrect. I use it quite often actually. The low-fat milk has 0.5% fat, and we call it blue milk in Swedish. No, it has nothing to do with Star Wars, it's just the packaging. And then you need 3 eggs and some butter and/or oil for frying. I use a mix of oil and butter. The butter tastes better, but it burns easily, so the oil helps with that. You also need some toppings, but we'll get to that later. Put the flour in a bowl, add the salt, add half of the milk, and start whisking away. You want to get a smooth batter at this point. I suck at making it smooth, so yeah, I'll just wing it. If you get tired of whisking, you can take a break and do something productive, like watch some 3-star vagabond on YouTube. Or keep whisking while you do both. When the batter is smooth enough, add the rest of the milk and whisk it a bit more. And then drop in the eggs, followed by even more whisking. God damn it, I got some eggshell into the batter. So yeah, doing this isn't exactly part of the recipe. I just didn't want eggshell in my batter. But at this point I think I should have just let it be. This was so much extra hassle just for a small piece of eggshell. This is an extremely simple recipe, and most people already have all of the ingredients at home. You'll notice that there's no baking soda or stuff like that in the batter. That's because these pancakes won't be fluffy. Now I'm actually gonna make 2 different types of pancakes, traditional pancakes and an oven pancake, so I need to make 2 different pancake batters. The ingredients are the same, but the proportions are a little bit different. The oven pancake batter is a little bit thicker. I'll leave the recipe up here on the screen somewhere, in case you wanna try that one too. I'm gonna have so many pancakes, I'm gonna be eating pancakes all week. Now I'm gonna let the batter rest for a bit. I'm not really sure why, but my mom always told me to do it, so... In the meantime, let's talk about the history of Swedish pancakes. Humans have been making pancakes for thousands of years, probably even before they settled down and started messing around with agriculture. And Swedes have probably made pancakes for hundreds or thousands of years. But the first mention of the word pannkaka, pancake in Swedish, was in 1538. But that wasn't a pancake as we know it today. It was made with råmjölk, colostrum. Colostrum is the milk that mammals first produce after they give birth, and it's extra thick and rich in nutrients. I think I prefer modern pancakes. And the modern Swedish pancake didn't really take shape until the end of the 19th century, when iron stoves and frying pans became more common. So even though it's a classic Swedish dish today, it's not really as old as one would imagine. But there's a lot of other traditional Swedish dishes that resemble pancakes. Raggmunk, for example, which is made with potatoes. Or kålbullar or äggakaka, or tons of other dishes that feature a pancake-like batter. All of those are variations on the same principle of using eggs, milk and flour. But let's talk about the name pannkaka. It literally means pancake in Swedish, but it sounds like pannkaka. It's a source of immense joy for every 5-year-old to talk about exploding pancakes, because pang means bang in Swedish. So you get pannkaka, a cake that goes boom basically. Really funny, at least if you're 5. I also need to mention that there's a bit of confusion regarding what a pancake is in Sweden. I'm making 2 types of pancakes today, traditional pancakes and an oven pancake. It's a thicker type of pancake made in, well, the oven, and it's called ugnspannkaka or tjockpannkaka in Swedish. It's often made with bacon or pork belly. But some areas of Sweden call that a pancake, and they call normal pancakes plättar instead. That happens in some areas in the south and in the north. But those people are of course wrong, and they should learn how to speak Swedish properly. Plättar is the word for tiny pancakes, and they're often made with cream instead of milk, so it's a more luxurious type of food. So let's set things straight. Plättar, really tiny pancakes. Ugnspannkaka, a thick pancake made in the oven. And pannkakor, the proper Swedish pancake. Everyone got that? Then let's start frying some pancakes. Some proper Swedish pancakes. I have to admit that I suck at frying pancakes, and I won't even try tossing them. Or, well, maybe I'll do, just to give you something to laugh at. First, add some oil and melt some butter in a frying pan. Yeah, this is not a healthy food. Once it's hot, pour in some batter, less than a deciliter. This is gonna be a thin pancake. Make sure that it covers the entire pan and fry it for a bit, and then flip it over and fry the other side. It's supposed to be thin and have a lattice of fried patterns on both sides if done correctly. Some people want those patterns really light. I prefer them a little bit darker myself. When it comes to the oven pancake, you first have to fry the pork. I had way too much. You probably only need like 200 grams or something, but they didn't have a smaller package. I'm gonna have to freeze the rest. What else can I do with pork? Fry the pork until it's a little bit crisp, and then butter up a pan. Yeah, it's not like you need more fat in this one, but it's so that it doesn't stick too badly to the sides. Pour the batter into the pan and then place it in the oven that you already should have set on 225 degrees Celsius. It's gonna take 30 to 40 minutes for the oven pancake to be done, so in the meantime let's talk about toppings. Whipped cream and strawberry jam are pretty typical toppings for Swedish pancakes, the thin ones that is. Some people use ice cream and jam instead, or ice cream with fresh berries, or cream with fresh berries, or Nutella. The possibilities are endless. Some also just have a bit of sugar on top of their pancakes. Personally, I usually don't have any toppings at all, to be honest, but that's very un-Swedish. And I don't use any sugar in the batter, which some Swedes say that you should do. I typically prefer my pancakes a bit more savory than sweet, which is why I'm also making an oven pancake today. But anyway, let's give it a shot. How do my Swedish pancakes taste? Let's start with the most traditional Swedish pancake, the one with the cream and berries. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? Even though I think I had a bit too much cream. I'm not sure about the raspberries, to be honest, in this combination. I should have gone for strawberries or Swedish blueberries instead. That would have been a little bit more traditional, and I think the flavor would have fit the pancake a little bit better. It's actually not sweet enough. I do prefer savory pancakes, but if it is a dessert pancake, then it needs to be sweet enough, and I think I didn't have enough sugar in the cream either. Next, let's try the pancake with just a little bit of sugar on top. Tastes are like behinds, everyone's got one, but I actually think I prefer this one compared to the one with cream and berries. You get more of the fried flavor and yeah, it's good, it's good. The sugar, I can do without it, but it doesn't hurt. And I have to try the ugnspannkaka as well. Yeah, this is good, I like it. I love the saltiness of the pork and the batter itself as well. It's a good combination. I actually made one more pancake that I'm not showing because it looks horrible, but I fried a thin pancake in the frying pan directly after I fried the pork. That one was completely awesome, but yeah, these other ones aren't too shabby either. I should mention that there's another tradition associated with pancakes in Sweden. It concerns the day Thursday, pea soup, and an alcoholic liqueur. But I'm not gonna talk more about that in this video, because I've already done enough cooking today. So that's about it for this episode, all about Swedish pancakes, or possibly plättar depending on where you're from. Like and subscribe if you wanna see more Swedish food adventures. And until next time, bork 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 and have a really delicious day.